Hey everyone, I just wanted to pop on here today to explain kind of the science behind mindfulness and how mindfulness can actually help us change the structure of the brain. So what I'm going to use, one of my favorite examples, is to use the hand to represent the brain. Pretend my hand is the brain, and right here, my wrist and my forearm, this is our central nervous system and our spinal cord, right? And right in the middle of the brain, right here, this is called your brain stem. Your brain stem is responsible kind of for that fight or flight mode. It's responsible kind of for regulating our heart rate and all that stuff we don't really think about. On top of the brain stem, represented by my thumb, is the limbic system. The limbic system, one of its main responses is for regulating our emotions. The brainstem and limbic system work together, and they're constantly getting flooded by information coming up from that body. My heart is racing. I have butterflies in my stomach, right? This is very instinct-based, very emotional driven. Then the top layer of my brain, I'm going to represent by my hand. This is called the cortex. And right in front of the cortex, where my fingernails are, is called the prefrontal cortex. And that's responsible for decision making. It's responsible for letting us pause, think before we act. The cortex, the prefrontal cortex, is connected to the brain stem and the limbic system by these neural connections. But what happens if we do not strengthen those neural connections? Our emotions override us and we flip our lid. So we're not able to rationally think about a decision. We're not able to deal with our emotions. We're not able to pause when we're feeling afraid or anxious or overwhelmed and think about, how can I problem solve? How can I get through this the best way? However, with mindfulness, you can strengthen that connection. You can strengthen the connection between the neurons with the prefrontal cortex, the brainstem, and the limbic system, so that when you experience strong emotions, you do not flip your lid. Your lid stays on. So you can think about a situation rationally, make good decisions, make good judgments, and just enter into a situation or a performance with a more open mind. Thanks, guys.